Hey there, adventurers. Today we are here back at Universal Orlando since it has been a month and a half since I last been here, and there's going to be tons of updates for August where there's going to be Halloween Horror Nights with their new Scare Zone decorations now added, plus there's going to be new pass member benefits along with tons of new changes coming along as today. Let's go ahead and have a great day adventure. So now we can see Rip Ride Rocket over here, and it looks like Universal's doing tons of construction, as we can see a lot of dirt over there. Plus there's also some construction vehicles at the moment, and they're really clearing out a lot of this over here, as Rip Ride Rocket will be closing very soon. But now we can actually see the front area entrance for Halloween Horror Nights. This is going to be Origins of Horror. We can see the props out here for Scare Zone, especially with the gates here. Also, there's more props, but before we get in all of that, recently Universal has announced that they have changed their Stay and Scream for Halloween Horror Nights. Now, I should probably explain what Stay and Scream is, where if you get the Scream Early ticket, then you can visit Universal starting at 3 o'clock and get in before the general crowd comes in, where you can get to the houses earlier before them, since the event starts at 6:30, but by 4 you can get into the line. Instead of being in the holding areas like last year's, you can now get a wristband around these areas with VillainCon, Minion Blast, Minion Cafe, and Lombard. We can still see some more props for Origins of Horror, where you're basically walking into Conservatory. Wow, look at that. They really did a great job here. Woo! As always, I love the scare zones and the designs they do every year, but we can see this right here, along with the partner dust sign for Halloween Horror Nights, where they're transforming the park for the event. There's another where Minions Land will actually be a scare zone for this year, unlike the last previous years. So I'm excited. And as soon as we exit, there's one last prop here. The one thing I should probably state for the updates here at Universal is going to be the closing of this iconic ride. That is Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket right here. As you can see, there's a lot of riders going on it. And for those who don't know, this is a roller coaster here at Universal where you go up 16 stories high and drop down, twist, turns, and loops. But when it comes to Rip Ride Rocket, it will be officially closing on August 18th with the last day on August 17th. So for those who want to ride it, make sure you go on it before it closes for good, because this is definitely going to be the ride you'll want to get on, especially before the crowds come for the final day. As for the replacement, we don't know what it's going to officially be. However, there's been many rumors from Fast and Furious roller coaster, or Ghostbusters roller coaster, or even a Back to the Future roller coaster. As for the next update, I think the obvious update is going to be Halloween Horror Nights, since Halloween Horror Nights will be debuting officially on August 29th, 2025, where Halloween Horror Nights is the premier horror event here at Universal Studios Florida. This year there's going to be 10 haunted houses, 5 scare zones, 2 shows, and plenty of rides you can do. As when it comes to Halloween Horror Nights, there's going to be many iconic haunted houses coming to the park, from Five Nights at Freddy's, Fallout, Terrifier, and even Friday 13th with Jason Universe. With Halloween Horror Nights, that's going to be debuting on select nights from August 29th to November. Plus, there's going to be the Premium Scream Night, which is already up to $400 per person for very low wait times, limited crowds, and even unlimited food included with the event. Let's talk about another ride that will be closing, but only temporarily, where Revenge of Mummy will be one of those rides that will temporarily close from August 11th to 13th, where there's going to be some minor refurbishments here and there, and I also assume that they're going to probably have to work on making sure that the ride runs and has enough capacity, since Rip Ride Rocket is going to be closing soon, so it'll be interesting to see how long wait times will be, but we'll see. Now, new at Universal, there is new food booths installed, where there is multiple food booths themed to Fallout, Horrors of WWE, and Terrifier, especially with the Clown Cafe. As soon as we're entering into the Mutations Toxic 20s area, there is a car with some radiation for BuzzCon, and then there's also a broken pole too. Interesting. And if you didn't know, this is themed to the 1920s, where gangsters and New Yorkers have been mutated and they're infected with a deadly disease. There's also city police department signs and a wrecked 1920s vehicle too. While we're walking down here, there is a floor shop, as there's also a Halloween Horror Nights sign here. But as we can see, there is stage door, and looks like there may be a prop. There's another stage for Mutations with a screen and barrels too. There's also a rotting newsstand here. We can see some newspapers like, for example, Gangster Chase Goes Wrong, Rat Poison Causes Mutations, BuzzCon Spill, and Toxic City, BuzzCon Industries Responsible? Question mark. Along with some candies and chewing gum, and it looks like there's going to be a scare right here. And as soon as we're inside of San Francisco, we can see Club Horror. There's a mini stage here, where I assume this is where the DJ is going to be set up. And then there's also going to be tons of lights throughout, along with the truss here. Now we can see a Friday 13th Jason Universe food booth that's out here for Halloween Horror Nights, where we can see the vines that are growing upwards. It's so cool to see. And welcome to the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane here. There's all sorts of pumpkins, where you travel down a spooky winding path to a mysterious home, where trick-or-treaters are then transformed into feral felines. But you must be careful, or you aren't going to be next. And along down here, there's some pumpkins. There's some cats as bats, along with this very scary cat too. And then there's also toys, and there's a little bit of backstory here. There's even some more children's clothing, like backpacks, jeans, shoes, and bikes that are ripped up. Plus, there's even small milk jugs and pumpkins, and tons more pumpkins, where we can see it leading all the way down to a house, and all of the cat areas too, with yarn and shattered glasses too. Plus, with the house, there's more toys, pumpkins. Even if you thought the house wasn't just much, there's also a whole hill they built. But located in Hollywood is going to be none other than Masquerade Dance with the Death. As we can see, there's this whole gate area with vines growing in. One of the stages with 2 chairs and a bloodied up table, along with another stage with a handful of glasses and a demon with red eyes. As we can see, candles and these 2 statues here. I think I also just saw thunder above with the flashlight. Yeah, that was thunder actually. Let's move very quickly so we don't get struck. Ooh. And in the final 2 stages, there's going to be 2 dirty chairs with 2 of them already in tarps. And there's also this area with a bird, and we can see one chair with a tarp covering a prop here, where I feel like that is a prop that is way too inappropriate for regular Universal Studios. And as we are exiting, there is another gate with vines, as that is a wrap on Masquerade Scare Zone. This is going to be so cool. I cannot wait. When it comes to Universal Studios Florida, another change I want to talk about before we head on out of here is going to be for the Universal annual pass holders, because there's going to be new Universal Orlando annual pass holder days from August 15th to September 31st, with exclusive perks from multiple discounts to early park admission, and even a new Universal pass holder nights for Universal Studios Florida. Now, I should mention this, reservations are already sold out, so unfortunately there's none left, but this is a rare pass holder event for 2 nights, as it's an after hours event where you can go on rides with low waits, you can see low crowds, rare characters, and much more, with all of the rides available here, as I'm going to be very interested in seeing. But with that being said, the pass holder nights will be on August 15th to 16th, as I cannot wait for both of them. But now it is going to be storming very, very soon, and I think right now we're going to do Hogwarts Express. It is looking like a bad storm, so let's head on out.
Yes, I've always wanted to do this.
And we just got off of Hogwarts Express. Now, I didn't film it because I didn't know what the filming policy was, so I thought better safe than sorry to not film. But that was a nice ride, and it was lower than I thought it was going to be, as it was going to be an hour wait. It was 20 minutes, so that's great. But it's also raining, so that's why I got my umbrella back out again. And now, good news is that it stopped raining a bit, even with Velocicoaster now running. So that means Lightning is 10 miles away or more, so that's good news. But in terms of some updates for Islands of Adventure, there isn't really much happening in Islands of Adventure, except for Skull Island Reign of Kong closing for a brief refurbishment from August 20th to September 3rd. But as we can see, there is some cool zones here in Seuss Landing. Love the touch here. But now we're here at Jurassic Park Discovery Center, where you can meet Dolores from Jurassic World Rebirth here at the center. However, it looks like they just wrapped up all their show times for today, so it looks like we won't be able to meet Dolores today. But right now, we got a reservation for Mythos, so let's head over there now. Now located inside Lost Continent, Mythos is an underwater-themed restaurant themed to Norse mythology with all sorts of American fare, where it is highly rated among theme park fans as the #1 restaurant. Now there's starters from baked lamb meatballs, Somali encrusted calamari, Mediterranean lamb flatbread, soups, salads, even entrees including a catch season, salmon, beef loin medallions, roasted chicken, pork chop, pad thai, even handhelds including a lamb burger, bacon cheeseburger, fork, knife, and spoon grilled cheese, and a balsamic grilled chicken sandwich, along with alcoholic beverages, wine, and Coke products. But for my main entree, I got myself a fork, knife, and spoon grilled cheese for $22. It is a classic 3-cheese sandwich set in a vine-ripe tomato soup with crispy pork belly and garnished with house-made chips. Honestly, this grilled cheese was really good, as I thought it was very delicious, cheesy, and the soup was really good too. I thought this entire entree was amazing. Then there was dessert, with one of my desserts being the chocolate gooey cake. I thought it was very interesting because I didn't expect there to be any peanut butter, but there was, as it was very sweet, the cake was soft, and overall, amazing way to end the night at Mythos, as while it is expensive, it is definitely worth coming to. I will say I'm really full after that dinner, so I think we're going to go ahead and head on out of here at On's Adventure. But with today, I had a fun time. We got to see some of the updates for Halloween Horror Nights, got to ride Hogwarts Express, also went to Mythos and had a delicious dinner, and most importantly, we talked about all the updates that you can expect here at Universal. But now, let me know in the comments down below, what are you most excited to see for August this year? Are you excited for Halloween Horror Nights? Are you excited for a pass holder event? Let me know. But, to help support the channel, make sure you subscribe, like the video, follow for more. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day.